Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Undertale. In the last episode we went on a quote-unquote date with Papyrus. So yeah, the last episode was kind of chill. Not really much happened in terms of like story progression, like there's no fights or anything. So it was a very chill episode. And this episode's also going to be very chill as well. We're not going to be doing anything like combat oriented until probably next episode now. So this episode's going to be another chill one. And in this episode, we are going to go and hang out with Sans for a bit. So without further ado, let me just quickly put my headphones on and we'll continue. Okay, so let's talk to Sans. What? Haven't you seen a guy work 2 jobs before? Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many. Fortunately, 2 jobs means twice as many legally required breaks. I'm actually going to Grillby's right now, actually. Wanna come? Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, why not? Well, if you insist. Well, if you insist, I'll pry myself away from work. Over here, I know a shortcut. Even though Grillby's is back that way. That shortcut, huh? Yeah, practically teleportation. Hey everyone. Hey Sans. Hi Sans. Greetings Sans. Hiya Sansy. Hey Sans, weren't you just here for breakfast a few minutes ago? Nah, I haven't had breakfast in at least half an hour. You must be thinking of brunch. Here, get comfy. Whoops, watch where you sit. Sometimes weirdos put whoopee cushions on the seats. Anyway, let's order. What do you want? Fries? Burger? I think I'll go with the burger. Hey, that sounds pretty good. Grillby? Well, I've double ordered the burger. It's just like combing his like non-existent hair. So, what do you think? About my brother, I mean. Cool? Uncool? Yeah, he's cool. I mean, we spent the last 2 episodes with him, so of course he's cool. Of course he's cool. You would be too if you wore that outfit every day. No, you'd be eccentric. Definitely. Not. Some people might not see that as cool, but eccentric, definitely. Unique. That's a better word. Unique. He'd only take that thing off if he absolutely had to. Oh well, at least he washes it. And by that I mean he wears it in the shower. See, the thing is, that's kind of like the same thing with me, like with my rings. Like, my rings, honestly, I rarely ever take these off, like, ever. Like, you know, I wear them to bed, I wear them in the shower and stuff. I rarely ever take these off, really. The only time I ever take these off is if I'm doing something where I'm worried they might slip off and I might lose them. Like, if I go to the spa, I'll take them off and just leave them in a box in my bag. In my locker, or if I'm eating super greasy stuff, then I'll take them off. But yeah, I'm kind of the same, where I wear these in the shower. I rarely ever take these off. But yeah, it's the same logic with me, so I kind of understand where Papyrus is coming from because I do the same. Oh, here he comes. Here comes Grub. Want some ketchup? Yeah, sure, why not? Bon appetit! You take the ketchup. The cap falls off. The cap falls off and all the ketchup in the bottle pours all over your food. Oops. Whoops. Ah, forget about it. You can have mine. I'm not hungry anyway. Anyway, cool or not, you have to agree. Papyrus tries really hard. Yeah, he does. He does. It's admirable. Like, sure, there's a chance he might never ever get in the Royal Guard, but it's admirable how hard he's trying, even if he may never get it. And again, I think again, I spoke about this during the actual fight episode with Papyrus, but I think trying to achieve a goal is more rewarding than actually achieving it, because sometimes if your heart is set on one objective, like fixated that intensely on it, once you complete it, what's left? You know, it's again, I talked about the whole thing that was with Neapolitan and Ruby. Go back and watch that episode if you missed it. But yeah, it's not always a good thing to complete an objective like that, because again, what's left? But you know, I feel like achieving a goal like that is, I feel like, you know, I think chasing it is more rewarding than actually getting it. Which is why I'm not setting myself goals. I'm not setting myself to get, you know, 1,000 subscribers or whatever. I'm just taking things one day at a time, you know, seeing what happens. I'm not setting myself goals like that because I know what that fixation can do to you. Like how he keeps trying to be a part of the Royal Guard. Yeah. One day, he went to the house of the. One day he went to the head of the house of the head of the Royal Guard and kept begging her to let him join. Of course, she shut the door on him because it was midnight. Well, yeah, of course. That's understandable. But the next day, she woke up and saw him sitting waiting for her. Seeing his dedication, she decided to give him warrior training. It's still a work in progress. Oh, yeah, I wanted to ask you something. Have you ever heard of a talking flower? It's going yellow, so I think at this point, you know, if you're playing it blind, it's supposed to like imply obviously flowery, but it's actually not. Like, it's not talking about flower here. It's talking about something else. But with the yellow text, I think it's because we have met flowery, you know, at the start of the game. So I think if you're playing blind and you see the yellow text and it, you know, it's meant to imply flowery, but it's not. So let's see. Yes, no. I mean, I do know what he's talking about, so I'll say yes, because this is not my first rodeo with this game. Yes. Ah, so you know all about it, huh? The echo flower. They're all over the marsh. Say something to them, and they'll repeat it over and over. What about it? Well, Papyrus told me something interesting the other day. Sometimes, when no one else is around, a flower appears and whispers things to him. Flattery, advice, encouragement, predictions. Weird, huh? Someone must be using an echo flower to play a prank on him. Keep an eye out, okay? Thanks. Well, that was a long break. Actually, that was quick. How's my timer doing? Still got 10 minutes, jeez. Okay, I suppose we can explore a bit of the marsh, I suppose. Well, that was a long break. I can't believe I let you pull me away from my work for that long. Oh, by the way, I'm flat broke. Can you foot the bill? Oh, for God's sake, Sans. Really? Really? You're gonna make me pay? Is this like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how the underground system works here in terms of like money and stuff. Like, is it like America where you have to pay the bill and there's like sales taxes and stuff? Because I still find that really, really confusing. I'm not quite sure how things work here because here in the UK, things are very different. We don't have a sales tax well, I suppose in a way we do, but it's actually on but it's the sales tax or the sales tax equivalent is a part of the actual thing, because I know in America when you buy something, when you do your shopping in the supermarkets or grocery stores as they're called in America, but when you buy something, basically what everything comes to won't be necessarily what you're expected to pay because of sales tax, meaning there'll be an extra payment of whatever the sales tax is. It's not like that in the UK. Basically what you're told to pay, what you see on everything is what you're expected to pay. There's nothing extra, no sales tax or anything like that. So basically what you see on the price tag and what everything comes to is what you have to pay with nothing extra. And again, things are a bit different here in terms of restaurants as well, because in America, from my understanding, you're expected to tip. You're expected to tip. Like, a tip is a part of it's a part of the payment. It's absolutely expected, and if you don't tip, the waiter or whatever or whoever will be a little bit disappointed and almost like offended. Whereas over here, tipping culture, so we do tip, but not quite as serious as what the Yanks do, because over there, tipping is expected, absolutely expected as part of the payment. Whereas over there, you're not expected to tip. You can tip if you want. Say for example, if you're feeling generous, or if they did a really, really good job and you liked the service and stuff, you can leave a tip if you want, but it's not expected. It's not expected or anything like that. They won't get offended if you don't leave a tip. It's completely normal and accepted to not tip. Only really tipping if you want to and if you feel it's necessary. But yeah, over here, tipping is completely a completely optional part of the payment, and it's not expected and is completely optional only if you want to. It's not expected. You're not expected to tip if you don't want. It's completely optional, basically. It's only bloody hell. That's a lot. I don't actually have that much. I mean, no. Just kidding. Really? Put it on my tab. There he goes. By the way, I was going to say something, but I forgot. I know what that's like, Sans. Yeah, it's that's happened to me a few times. It's even happened to recently, actually, where I've wanted to say something which I think might have been important. I don't know. There's been times when I've went to say something. I went to make the mouth movements of saying something, and then right as I was about to speak, I had what I had it on my head, and then right as I moved my lips to say it, it's gone. Completely forgot. It was right on the tip of my tongue, and just like that, gone. It's so annoying, so frustrating. So I know what that's like. There he goes. All the dots. Grilby said your food is probably cold by now. Okay, we've already spoke to everyone, I think. I don't think they'll say anything different, so let's see. The capital's getting pretty crowded here. Yeah. Same thing as before. Jukebox is broken. Oh, okay, they're all saying something about Sans now. Sans is interesting. He has told me all about, he's told me about all kinds of incredible foods. But despite his knowledge, he always orders the worst burger off the menu. Really? Really, Sans? Really? Oh, see, the thing is, I know Americans like their burgers, but so do us. Like, so do the Brits. Like, and here in, here in our town, like, here in the main town, obviously, in terms of location, I'm not allowed to say, you know, obviously, there's only so much I can say, but I think I should be allowed to, I think I should be able to say my town, because you can't really find out where I am just by saying the town, because again, you know, just by saying the town or city, you know, it's you know, it's too much to narrow down, you know. So here in Middlesbrough, in the town, we have a good few pubs here and there, and in the Discovery, that's a pub that we have in the town, but the Discovery does a really good burger. And my friend Aragorn told me about it, and we went there once for a bit of a meal, which was quite nice. And yeah, the Discovery burger, gorgeous. And but, you know, there's a few other things. I think the next time I go there, I need to try this like sub, like this kind of like, I don't know, sub type thing. I don't know what it is exactly. If I can find it, I might, you know, go on the Discovery website maybe if they've got one and try and find a picture if I remember, or if I can find something. But yeah, it looked good. It looked really good, and I think I'll have to try it next time I'm there, whenever that is. But despite okay, yeah, despite all that knowledge, he gets the worst burger off the menu. Okay, Sansi, come back and sit with me. Everything is so fun when you're around. Wow. Everyone loves Sans. I like Sans. Sometimes he feeds us scraps of food under the table. Then his brother gets mad, but why? We're adults, we can handle it. I was hoping Sans came in to give me a pat on the head. Interloper. Hey! Okay, Doggle? Since when did you and Sans become friends? I don't like him. He loves to appeal without moving. Okay, yeah, alright. Yeah, it can't really see anything unless it moves, so yeah, that makes sense. Okay, same as before. Sans is the most regular of all. He hasn't been showing up as much recently though. Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm a bit of a regular, like, in town, in a Costa in town. Like, I go there, like, with my one-to-one support every Thursday. And yeah, I've become somewhat a regular, like, every Thursday or any other time I'm there, really. I always go in there, and at a point where every time I go in there, basically, I go there, and they already have, like, my tea waiting for me. Like, I walk in, and the barista or the people behind the bars they're like tea in a cherry Bakewell, and I'm like, you know me well. Like, it's to the point where like sometimes I see them preparing it, and then it's a case of sometimes it's just they already have it waiting for me even before I walk through the door. It's brilliant. I love it. So yeah, it's nice being a regular. You know, perks. They like, sometimes you don't even need to say it. They just have it ready for you, which is lovely. sure, it becomes a little awkward if you... Oh, my time's going off. But yeah, it's a little awkward if you change your mind and want something a bit different, but it's still nice. Okay. It's playing poker against itself. It appears to be losing. Okay, right. So I think we've already spoken to everyone here, so... Okay. Let's go all the way back, actually. Is the igloo back here? I think maybe, like, it might be quicker to... Yeah, there it is. Okay, so let's go back here. And then we will go back here to where the checkpoint is. Yeah, bit of a shorter episode. But again, I want to leave everything for next episode because, you know, we had a couple quiet episodes, and the next episode we are actually going to be going into the next area, the marsh. So let's see here, waterfall I think it's called. So save. Okay, and hey Sans, let's hang out again sometime. Yep. I've just noticed he's got snow on his roof. Like, did he just like teleport his entire stand from Snowden in here? Because there's still snow on his roof. So it makes you think that he just has one stand, but he keeps moving about the place. Anyway, let's see, save again just to make sure. So again, bit of a shorter episode, but again, I should hopefully make up for it next time because we're going to be exploring the marsh and getting some more battles next episode. But anyway, that is where I'm going to leave this episode for now. So, as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. For people who are new to me and the channel as a whole, my name is Lucky Star Shi-Roku. It is a pleasure to meet all of you who are joining for the first time. If you want to get to know me a little better on a more personal level, get to know me a little more, whether you're new or been around for a while and just want to get to know me a little better, I do have an introduction video on the homepage of my YouTube channel. Go and check that out if you want. It's got basic info about me, likes, dislikes, interests, personality, just little things like that, you know. So again, if you want to know more about me, go and check that out. In terms of schedule, I upload typically when nothing goes wrong. There are the occasional days I miss due to something happening, like whether it's a hangover or something. If something happens, typically when nothing happens, but I typically upload 5 days a week at 2 p.m. UK time GMT. You can see my schedule on screen right now as usual. Uploading 5 days a week with 2 days off. I randomly alternate between a few games at a time to keep variety. So right now we've got Undertale for Switch, and Jimmy Neutron versus Jimmy Negatron for PC, and I have just finished them more. There's a few extras I've got planned, so that's going to be going for a little bit. But yeah, so again, going through a few games at a time to keep variety, and once something finishes, I'll have something to replace it. Again, to keep variety. So right now we're currently going through again. So again, right now when Undertale finishes, I'll move on to I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Again, I'll decide closer to the time. When the more extra finishes, I'll move on to Portal 1 for Switch. It might take a while to get to that just because of my ink, and I need to replenish my ink and stuff. So, you know, if that takes a while, I can always just move on to I can just do a few episodes of Insane Aquarium to fill the spots if necessary, as that's still an ongoing series that I've not done in a while just because I've been too busy with my main stuff. You know, typically, if I've got like main Let's Plays going, I usually prefer to focus on them instead of like little side series, but it might be nice to go back to on occasion, I suppose. What was I saying? Oh, right, yeah. So, and then Oh, yeah, so, and again, once that finishes, I'll move on to Portal 1 and then Portal 2 and, you know, etc, etc. I do have other plans, like, for example, I have a plan with one of my friends and former editor, Aragor Dragestein, where we're doing the Halo Saga together, but we need a little more time to sort that out. Again, we'll keep in the loop when that's when we're ready. But again, we'll do it once the time is right, pretty much. But again, that's where I'm going to leave this episode for now. So as always, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see all of you guys in the next episode. Until then, have a good day, you guys.